Hi, this is Ramsy. This is about preparation for F8. I would like to start with limitations of audit. Now, one important feature of audit is the auditors are expected to give reasonable assurance on the truth and fairness of financial statements. Remember, reasonable assurance is high assurance, but this is not absolute. Because auditors can only assure that clients' financial statements are true and fair with a reasonable margin of error. Therefore, these statements suffer certain limitations. What we call briefly bring them into 6 classifications. The number 1, not up-to-date balance sheet. If you could see in practical life, the balance sheet is prepared and the audit report is given about a month after the balance sheet is closed. So there could be many number of events that could in fact affect an organization's balance sheet, which are not disclosed by such audit reports. Number 2, relying on experts. Audit professionals in most cases rely on external professionals such as legal experts, the architects, or maybe the experts in the field of jewelry making and so on and so forth. These experts and their reports are basically their personal, or let's say like that could be right or wrong. That could, let's say like a legal claim that could end up in 2 years might take more than 2 years as well. Or let's say like an insurance claim that should have ended in about 6 months time has taken a longer period of time. Or a law professional may not give you always a successful rate of estimating winning a court case or losing it. So these could end up to you in terms of like disclosing a balance sheet on the wrong side. Number 3 is inherent limitations. Now an audit professional has evidences, what we call them as persuasive evidences and not conclusive evidences, by which we mean to say like those evidences need not be conclusive enough to mark like this particular event should have happened only because of certain things. So we tend to go this way on taking all these evidences together. We come to an evidence because 1 follows the step number 2, step number 3 follows the step number 2. So we come to a conclusion based upon the predictions that we have in our mind. Number 4, a sampling risk. Now, if I have given you a pot of like fish to enjoy, and if you are going to buy another pot of fish, that need not be of the same quality because you have sampled only from a different pot. So you must be able to understand sampling risk is too elusive for people to understand, or it is too elusive in terms of commenting on disclosures completely. In most cases, number 4 is fraud risk, where the management conceals certain fraudulent activities that has happened by overlook or oversight, and such things have not been disclosed, or where the accounts have been rewritten as per the whims and fancies. And the last part of it, what we call them is your judgmental errors, or what we call as estimates. Now this causes a huge risk for everybody, because an audit professional may not be able to exactly say the number of years of life an asset would lead up to. So therefore sampling or the judgment risk or the estimates could go wrong. Hence an audit report is actually limited by these few factors. It is better that you understand them in detail, so that when you prepare for the paper, you know what assurances are and how an audit professional is trained to give them. Thank you.